brushing my teeth. It was like a nice combo, taking this immediately after that, and I wanted to shoot and I did not just drop it like that, so forgive me. So waking up this morning, I woke up to one movie like that on African Magic, and it was the same thing I planned on to talk about today. And I was wondering, I was like, so many people have been saying this shoot your shot thingy, and I've always had something to say about it. It was my plan that I was going to shoot today, but not this early. So I saw the video, I saw a clip from the movie, which I took a video of, and I'll be putting that alongside with this, so you watch it and you find out what I'm about to talk about. Like, it will give you an insight a little bit, although it's funny, and I do hope you laugh. So vlogging is my thing, and I do lifestyle vlogging. So if you're just watching this, I am your girl Shima. So enough with all the plenty talk. Let's talk about the matter. But before then, I'll tell you, if you're seeing this, you have to show me some love by subscribing to the channel. Yes, the button is just right there. Click on it to subscribe. It's not going to take so much of your time. Just do that in a few minutes. So I'll be right back to talk to you about how to shoot your phone. Well, leave that side. I'll be back to talk to you about how to shoot your shots.
What she playing by?
So, excuse me, sir.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine.
Oh my, you're cute. Are you real? You're real.
Yeah, I'm real.
Oh my, baby, he's real. Oh my real God, he's a fine guy. Oh my, he's so cute.
Thank you.
No, I'm so sorry. Please forgive my manners. You're fine. I love your hair. I love his swag. Oh, his swag, baby. Should be proud of him. You're cute. Oh my, you're cute. I'm saying it again. Can we take a picture?
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you've seen the video. It cracks me up every time because when I watched it, it was an ideal way of me expressing how girls should be able to shoot their shots. But then she did a risky thing. How would you do that in front of your husband? They are married, yes. Okay, so now let's do this in two ways. There's the lady and there's the guy. Now, so many ladies today have this big issue with being the ones to make the first move to a guy. Forgive me. The sweetness in this thing is like no other. Okay, so now I'm back. As I was saying, so many ladies have a very big issue with shooting their shot to the guy. And if you don't know what shooting your shot means, it means making advances to the partner, but I would like to say to the opposite sex. So now, ladies these days, these are ways you can shoot your shots. Firstly, have an approachable manner of communicating. Now, what do I mean by this? So many ladies, they have issues. You like a guy, but you believe that you should probably flaunt your boobs out there, show him some sexy nudes, and all this kind of things. No, you can communicate in other ways. Okay, let me give you an example. This is about me. There was this guy that I really crushed on, and I've been crushing on. So I saw his picture one day on a social media platform that I wouldn't like to mention because the person might listen to this and be like, although I didn't give him hints that I was crushing on him. So now, for me to communicate, it became a problem. I was like, wow, this guy is so fun. Oh God, it's very fun. How am I going to approach him and make him know that, like, he's real cute? Now, for the lady in that video, she said, she stopped and told him, you're cute, I love your hair, I love you this, I love you that. That could be excessive, especially for somewhere like Nigeria. But then it could be your best bet if you see the person out there and you can publicly voice out your opinion of or about how it looks like. So for me, what I did was I liked his pictures, I liked them, and I started staring at them for like 5 minutes. So like I said, have a very good way of communicating. So the start is, how do you give this person that attention? You have to communicate first. Now, what I did was, I firstly message after liking so many pictures. I'm fine. The person will get the notifications now. That so person liked this, liked that. Now, when I saw that there was no I follow back and stuff like that, and I sent a DM, and they call that sliding into DM. Although some people's DMs are quite slippery, so they wouldn't give you that reply that you want. So what I now went ahead to do was, I sent it, and I was like, if this DM will ever be replied, fine, and if it will not, whatever. I just had this mindset that it could work and it could not work. So I sent this hi. That was my own way of communicating. Now, that's when it's on, probably online, and you meet this person. Some people might, their own way could be that they will meet someone like physically, and they're like, I really don't want this guy to go. You could see this person and stop by and still say hi. So both online and both physically, you could approach them the same way. So I'm talking to ladies, not guys. So that's the first thing. Communicate properly. Hi, hello. Some people could be mad as rude and the way they even answer you. That's why I said properly communicate. So that's the first step. If you can tell the guy hi, that's going to get his attention, and you'll be like, hello. If you want to communicate in other languages, you could use your Igbo Eloto, you could use Yoruba, Bawoni. No, anyway, just make that communication first. That's the first thing to do. So that was the first thing I did. But then, I'm not going to tell you if it ended with tears or if I was even able to voice out my opinion. So the second step is, try to be as friendly as possible. Some people, everybody likes friendly people, except those that have issues. So when you meet a crush that has issues, one thing you should know about is, have it at the back of your mind that, okay, I have to be as friendly as best way as possible. So when you do that, which is the first step, then the next step to make is, make friends with that person. You can engage the person in talks. Some people don't like talks. It doesn't mean that it will work for you. So after communicating properly, make friends with the person. I am this, you introduce yourself. And if you want to tell the person about your life stories, you could do that. But for me, I wouldn't advise you to do what? To tell this person about your life stories. You could start from saying basic stuff like, how are you today? What are you doing? And gradually, you start carving out that friendship basis for yourself. That you see the person will start communicating. Some people have issues replying to text, and I am your number one person that doesn't reply to text. But when you have a crush in your mind and the person texts you, if you don't reply in time, you can still keep trying. But when you engage in face-to-face conversations, make it as short as possible. Then you can now say, can I have your number? I'd like to chat with you some other time, or I'd like us to talk. Some ladies find this hard to do, but the only way you could get that number and keep the communication going is if you get his contact. So be as friendly as possible. Then if you're seeing this person facially, the third step is to get his contact. I'm not for anything, I would just like to be friends with you. The guy might be feeling some type of way that this girl is wayward, but you know what you're in for. And you could also appreciate him and say, wow, you look really good. So that comes with being as friendly as possible. So the first step, communicate in the best way that you can. The second one that I said, don't forget, be as friendly as possible. Then the third one, that's if you're seeing the person physically, ask for contact. It is not bad if a lady makes the first step to a guy. These days, if you check social media handles, there are so many success stories that the lady was the one who first made the move by texting the guy on social media and the rest of it, and they're actually still dating, or it led to marriage. People are always scared of the fact that it's ending with tears. Some girls are scared of the fact that girls will say, why should you be the one asking him out, or making your mindset known, or making your likeness known? Please, sister, it's not wrong. And for those of you who think it's wrong, that's because you always have the chance to see guys who like you come in the picture. Some ladies are never lucky. That's not their kind of style. Their kind of style is they're always the one who look out for boyfriends and it works for them. And if it doesn't work for you, you could as well just still listen to what I'm saying and just have it at the back of your mind that there are some people who really need to call the shots first. So remember what I said, communicate properly, be as friendly as possible. Then if you're on the side of seeing the person physically, the next thing you should do is ask for contact. So when you are being friendly as possible, the next thing you should do afterwards is try to get to know this person. Don't just be all over the place and let everything be about you. If a guy starts caring, don't let it be all about it. Let it be all about both of you. Excuse me? Yeah, that's better. Let it be about both of you. Make sure that the communication doesn't go one way. And if you should see that he's not asking you the questions you're asking him, or he's not answering you properly the way he's supposed to answer you, I'll tell you, step back a little bit. Give this person some time. So that is the third rule for you to follow if you want to shoot your shot. Make sure that you get to know this person, and also the signs that this person is interested in you, not like for dating wise, but to be friends at least. It's going to be out there to show properly. So you understand what I mean by that? Don't let everything be all about you. Since you want to build a relationship or whatever friendship, it has to be both of you. So when you get to know this person, the next thing is all the things you tell this person, all the stories you shared with this person. Sometimes it might not be enough lead for the person to understand that I like you. Now when you see that you've gotten to a stage whereby I can say I know this guy on a percent of 40, then you can now go all out and tell him I like you. Then whatever he says after that will go on. And another important thing is, when I said you should get to know each other, ask if he has a girlfriend. If he has a girlfriend, you could just have him as a friend and things could probably come in place later and you just get to like each other and you date, but it could not be. So don't raise your hopes too high. But shooting your shots is very essential, because sometimes humans, when they don't get that connection that they want with one person, it's either they get so heartbroken, they start regretting. And you know, as an adult, as a teenager even, I believe that whatever choices you make, you should be responsible for all of the actions that comes with it. So now that's important. So when you get to know this person, proceed to the stage of I like you. And who knows, the guy could be the one to ask you out, or you could be the one to ask him out. But the truth is, nobody really cares how that relationship came about. Some girls care how it comes up. But then, for girls, I hope these tips are able to help you out when it comes to shooting your shot in 2020 and 20 to infinity. So you know what I mean, that's a yes from now. So you're still watching this, it's Smash It with Shima, and I'll tell you, click the subscribe button right there, like, and you could also comment. And so to guys, I'm going to you. Well, cheers drink to what I just said to girls. Cheers to girls. Now let me have my drink and talk about how to shoot your shots for guys. Oh, how to shoot your shot for guys. Basically, it's the same way. We have the same steps. But some people will be more interested in the guys, since the guys is directed to the guys. They're shooting your shot for guys. So you're shooting a shot to a girl. Yeah, so for guys, the basic step is communicating properly. The first one goes the same way. Second, be as friendly as possible. The mistake some guys make when they say be friendly is they overdo things. Girls will still be able to succumb because they know that the society we find ourselves in Nigeria, and so many people find it very weird when a girl is being the one to make the first moves and the rest of it. But for guys, some people overdo. How far? I can do anything for you. There are some things you should not say. I love you like that. Please, you see all those punchlines. Do away with them. You could be friendly. You could be friendly without using punchlines. Be friendly as possible. You could just shout out this girl. How are you? But the thing for guys is, it's not the same with that of girls. When they are being friendly as possible, some of them will just jump to the I like you stage. They wouldn't go to any other stage. Once they are friendly as possible, they've collected your contacts, if they've seen you, the next thing is they are buzzing you with calls for a week. Nah, you don't need to do that, man. You don't need to do that, mate. What you're supposed to do at that point is, when you get a number, start from, fine, I'm not trying to talk about centuries ago that the guy has to know you for like a month or like 3 years before you can say, I love you, let's date. Not to even marry. So the best thing for you to do at that point is, once you get a girl's number, try to be friends, get to know her first. Some people, they've already been friends before. They like you, but the likeness wasn't there until maybe 3 years after your friendship. That's a different thing. But now, for guys, excuse me, you could have been friends with this person, be as friendly as possible. If you're communicating with a friend and then you start liking her, the way you start communicating properly will be different. If you used to tell a guy alpha before, you say, hi baby, communicating properly. Then the second one, being as friendly as possible. Some things will change. Sometimes you're supposed to ask, where you go yesterday? You'll be like, where did you go to yesterday? The girl would have started getting his, is this boy mad? Although I used to have a friend like that, I could slap his head as a good morning. But eventually, he started liking me and I noticed it myself even before it got to any stage. So the mistake some guys make is, I can die for you. Some guys might have been seeing you for years, but still this girl wants to know this kind of person, what kind of person this guy is. You might not show her 10% of you in a month, but try it. That 10% you could show her in a day, not by buzzing her with messages and calls. Being friendly means that you are communicating as a person. Try and observe if she's feeling your vibes. She'll get it. We're supposed to get that. So try and observe if she's feeling your vibes. There's a way you will know. The girl might not like you as, okay, let's date. But she even wanting to be friends at first, that's one major thing. If the girl is willing to be friends with you, then you have every right to think that she might want to date you. So now to the third step for you guys. Don't shower her with too much attention, too much gifts, too much everything. Too much of everything is not good. Do everything in moderation. But be there for her as much as you can. Because most girls, even if they want to make their choices out of like 4 guys, they always look for that guy that has constantly, this way you will not me. That guy that has constantly, they will eventually settle for the guy that has constantly been there for a while. Like, they'll say, this guy has always been there, he has always thought about my problems like his own. Don't make that mistake of making the whole friendship about that girl. Make sure she's seeing you the same way you're seeing her. I don't mean like dating wise, as friends at least. So when you start getting that vibe, you can ask her out. But the thing for guys is, have this at the back of your mind that even if a girl tells you yes today, she could still say no today, she could still say yes tomorrow. And don't forget that critical question of, do you have a boyfriend? Fine! You see on this table, some people can lie. I lied for 3 years that I had a boyfriend. Meanwhile, the boyfriend I had was a pseudo man. No man at all. Now, some girls will lie to you. Since you told them during the friendship time that I'm really interested, I want us to date. Some of them are just watching you, while some they just want to catch cruise. You'll find out, but the thing is, be very much concentrated. Ladies are complicated. So as complicated as you are, you need to walk around having a new thing done by her, having her give you green lights. Some green lights are quite deceiving, so don't let them tell you that follow the traffic light. No, but try and check what I can do for her. Can she do for me too? If you ask her out and she tells you no, because you started everything in moderation, you wouldn't feel the pain so much. But if you started doing everything excessively, you feel the knockout so much. So I hope my little tips are able to help you out shooting your shot 2020 and 22 infinity. So I'm still your main girl, Shima. And don't forget, I'm pretty sure you enjoyed this. You expect more from me, but then click the subscribe button. If you want to like like and you want to comment, you feel free, you should feel free to do that. And you can follow me on my social media handles that I will post immediately after this video.